Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you're joining today from. Welcome to another exciting meeting at Toastmasters for Hyderabad Entrepreneurs 2.0. We all have plans to do. We all have startups, that ideas, but how to profit from them, how to reach out globally and then expand our business is something that we need to know. And we have nice Toastmaster Nisarg, who is the Toastmaster of the day, who is going to help us today. Over to you, Toastmaster Nisarg.
Thank you, DTM Raghu. Greetings of the day. We come from different parts of the world. So greetings of the day. And I hope you enjoy this meeting today. So I welcome our distinguished Toastmasters, Toastmaster friends, and dear guests. Welcome to another exciting program of Toastmasters for Hyderabad Entrepreneurs. Though it defines Hyderabad, seeing the audience, I can say global entrepreneurs. As a Toastmaster of the day, I'm your host for the day. For the benefit of guests, let me explain this program for today. It has 3 sessions. The first session is prepared speeches. The second one is the elevator pitch by an entrepreneur. And the third one is the evaluation session. You can give your feedback to the speakers directly on their chat message, and please encourage all the speakers with applause and your feedback. Thank you for hearing me out. See, our theme for today is startups operate and profit globally. I think giving you a little context here would make things a little more easier. Across last 30 years, I have run 12 odd companies and experimented with a lot of ideas. Currently, I have associated myself with World Trade Center Pune, and I scout for companies who want to expand or export their business. So that's how the context. So let me ask our audience, how many of you here are entrepreneurs? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, multiple. Thank you. How many of you work overseas? Some of you. Yeah, Ashwin is already in US, so thanks. And what's the biggest motive for working with overseas customers? Even if you're not exporting, I'm sure that you will have your good reasons for exporting. Okay, I would say it's the money. The conversions matter. Instead of working in your country with the conversions, I think working in USD or euros makes a lot of difference. And that's where many of the entrepreneurs would like to take their company to. So let me set the context. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, just on the last 15th, that is 15th of December, Thursday, I had the same theme. The only difference was that I had 6 entrepreneurs as panel discussion, and all these entrepreneurs were from our Pune entrepreneur clubs. We have 3 clubs in Pune, which are entrepreneur clubs. Broadly, I have categorized my theme into 5 parts. Okay. Go-to-market strategy, marketing, content, sales, and measure your outcome, and international sales. I'll start on the subject based on my own experience of running multiple companies. Okay. So let's say, for example, let's consider my design company. It's a multidisciplinary design studio. It does work in marketing communication, packaging design, signages, exhibitions, environment branding. That's one company. There's another company which is into virtual media. So we make films, we do animations, and we do interactive solutions. Now, bundling all this together, it's very difficult. I can't go to a customer and say, I do so many things. So you need to figure out what would be your go-to-market strategy and how best can you get the best results. So, as I mentioned earlier, you pursue a market and which has money in it. Let's say, for example, advertising. Advertising is a multi-billion-dollar company, a multi-billion-dollar space. And you can get your money if you have the right product offering or service offering. In layman terms, rather than specifying, rather than specifying a specific product or a service. Let me take a very simple example. Like, let's say if you were to sell a product, let's take, for example, let's say raincoats. You might be making the best of raincoats, but you have to find the right market. Example, let's say you were to sell this in Rajasthan, in India, or internationally, let's say somewhere in Africa. It does not rain over there, or it rains very, very little. There is no point in having a best quality raincoat and go to a place to sell where it does not rain. I think, sorry, somebody said something? Hello? Thank you. So it's important of what kind of product you're selling. So your go-to-market strategy would depend on the kind of product or service that you're selling. Be very, very conscious about this effort. And it is not always that, I have a product and I can go and sell it in any specific market, any market. You need to study. You need to be a part of that particular ecosystem for some time to gauge what is happening. A lot of things will go wrong. You might get things wrong, the way you position yourself, the way you are communicating. It's all about learning. And as many of you said, Toastmasters is a place where you come and learn. Ashwin had a very good point. He said, I want to do international business and I want to figure out how to profit. So that is what is all about go-to-market strategy. There are a lot of components, but I'm trying to keep it short and sweet to just get a hang of things. Next, you have marketing. How do you market your product? What kind of channel do I use? It could be an SMS, it could be an email, it could be social media, it could be website, it could be cold calling. Use any medium that works for you. Rather than concentrating only on emailing or on cold calling, you never know. I might want to cold call somebody, but if I'm, let's say, making a cold call in US, I do not know how they will interpret it. Maybe your email will work over there. Maybe within India, an SMS will work, or a WhatsApp message would work. Try all possible elements to reach to your customers. At the end of the day, you have to connect with them. And each customer responds differently to different kind of messaging. Only note that when you are using any of these mediums, concentrate on the message that you want to give. Again, content. What kind of content? When you talk about your content, it could be in forms of blogs, videos, graphics, or any information which can reach your customer. Focus on your offering. When you focus on your offering, I told you, my challenge has always been that how do I, when I have, let's say, 10 different offerings, do I offer all 10? I might confuse my customer. So focus on anything specific. let's say if I am talking to a retail customer, I might want to prefer to do only packaging work for them. That way, my communication is very clear to them that I am reaching out to them for packaging design. That way, I don't confuse the customer and I give him the least option of service offering that will make things very easy for my prospect customer. Normally, when you write an email, many of us make this mistake. We define all the services we are offering, and I'm sure a lot of your prospect customers receive hundreds of mails. Why should he choose you, or why should she choose you? So if you are very, very focused, then it would help for them to choose you out of the many emails that they receive. Now, I think I'll talk about this at a little later stage. Now we will start with our speaker session. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Vamsi, who is giving his icebreaker. The speech title is Experiences That Made Me. Over to you, Toastmaster Vamsi.
Thank you, Nisarg. Yeah, I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Life is about choices. Choices define us and sculpt us. Today, I'm here to share my choices and experiences that made me the person I am today. Greetings of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Vamshi. I was born in the town of the Guntur in the state of Andhra Pradesh from southern part of India. I didn't have a luxurious childhood, but my parents worked hard so that I could go to the good school and get a proper education. As a child, I was introvert, always shy and quiet. I didn't talk much. I had hard time to express my feelings to parents. In fact, I had no idea what my interests were. My academic life was challenging, but was interesting and meaningful. But there were plenty of learning and growing opportunities. I started developing and curiosity interests only when I entered the high school. Most of my ideas and imagination came from books. I loved books so much as they did open up a new world for me. After college, I had to take the major decisions like choosing major as IT. But I had amazing experience in college thanks to my friends, wonderful lecturers and supporting parents. After graduation, I started working as a software engineer. I had no specific career plans. When I noticed that one of my friends was moving to abroad for work, that is when I realized that I should also plan to my career outside India. My visa didn't get through lottery interview, but I kept trying. Finally, my H1 visa got approved. Thanks to I feel humble and grateful to all people I met throughout this journey who provided me the opportunities, support, and encouragement. I met amazing people. I learned to live independently and experience the various aspects of life. However, every choices you make our life is not always the best one. Sometimes we also make the wrong decision. But as per my life principles, regardless of outcome, I would go with the one that my heart truly desires. I choose to join the Toastmasters because I choose to challenge myself and to become the better communicator. Today I'm here to, today I'm taking the first step towards it by breaking the ice. I believe this is the right choice for me to level up my personal and professional growth. I choose to overcome the fears and build up the self-confidence. However, I choose to become better version of myself. Every choice, every experiences that make me the person, a better version of myself. What about you, my friends? Over to you, sir. Thank you.
You're muted, Nisarg.
Thank you for helping me to remember that I have to unmute myself. That's what friends are here for. For small things, they can really help you to make your performance a little better. Thank you, Vamsi. It was a good speech, good icebreaker. It always, first time when you're giving an icebreaker, you always have that fear as to what I will say, how will I say. But I'm sure that just like all other Toastmasters, we all grew together. Let me bring in my second speaker for the day. That is Toastmaster Manoj. He is giving his level 1 project 4 speech. I will introduce the evaluators later on. Is Toastmaster Manoj around?
Yes, Nisarg. I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. So you can start your speech. Timer. Please note the timing. It is what, 4 to 6 minutes?
It's 5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7. Yeah. 5 to 7. Okay. Yes. Fine. Take it.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Toastmaster Manoj.
In the middle of 2021, in the second half, I became moderately active on LinkedIn. And as I'm going through the LinkedIn posts, I saw a person posted, I'm certified CSPO. Now, not knowing what is CSPO, I went into Google and searched. And it says CSPO stands for Certified Scrum Product Owner. Okay, he's certified. But what's next? And in the later days, I've seen everyone posting, I'm certified CSM, I'm certified Java developer, I'm certified blockchain developer, I'm certified Selenium tester, I'm Sun certified, I'm Pega certified. What not? They're certified in everything. Like, I'm certified to stand, I'm certified to sit, I'm certified to sleep. And the person proudly posted saying that I have done 17 certification in the span of 4 months. Really? And on seeing this, first I was terrified. I was petrified. Later I was horrified because I am not certified. And at that moment, I thought if there is a certification for fear of being certified, I would have been in distinction of the certification. My dear friends, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, have you any time felt the need to be certified for your skill? Do you have the craving to do more certifications? Or do you also have a fear of certifications like me? And as this certification marathon continued, I got a doubt. Do we really need to be certified in our skill? With this thought running in my mind, days went on. Recently, I was looking into my Instagram account and I was looking, there are videos and a video popped up as I opened my account. It says, without idli, there is no chutney. Without chutney, there is no idli. And I thought this idli chutney is not for me. As I scrolled up, there are hundreds of idli chutneys in Instagram. And my breakfast at home is also idli chutney. okay, this Idli chutney is not for me. Let me close the application for now. I thought, and as I'm closing the application, I saw an ad, a person saying, come join my personal finance class, a class which has 17,000 alumni by Finance with Sharon. That ad was, I got curious on that ad. And I thought, this person, Sharon Hegde, who is giving the session, is he a certified professional, finance professional? I again Googled and I saw he is not even a finance professional. He don't have a finance degree. He only started this as a hobby to put in his MBA application for Columbia. He improved his skill. And later, when I went into LinkedIn, I saw another person by the name Justin Wells. And he is offering a course by the name The Operating System of LinkedIn. Really? A person, a LinkedIn user, explaining or giving a course on OS of LinkedIn. How is he certified? And later, I've read about a book, the book name Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And the author of the book, John Gray, says he's a relationship expert. Who certified him as a relationship expert? And on seeing this, a lot of doubts popped up in my mind, like popcorn pop out from corn kernels. Who certified Michael Jackson as a dancer? Who certified Leonardo da Vinci as an artist when he's a man of math and physics? Who certified Jaggi Vasudev as Sadguru? And on seeing all these, I understood these people have concentrated and enhanced their skill and applied their skill. They did not go to any certification agency to certify it. My friends, here we are in Toastmasters to improve our skills, enhance our skills. If you think Toastmasters has said, pay me X amount of money and write an exam and I will certify you, do you think we would have gained what we have gained in Toastmasters now? What do you think? I think no, we wouldn't have gained it. In the similar way, people in the current day are willing to enhance their skills, but they are being taken away by certifications. We can see a latest startup company called Scalar Academy. Scalar Academy only concentrated on enhancing the skills of its students. It never said it will prepare you for certification and it will make you ready for the next level of your career by enhancing your skills. That's why Scalar Academy is so successful. And take any success story, a lot of success stories in the market. Say Steve Jobs, he don't even have a degree, he's a college dropout. Gautam Adani, third richest person in the world, he don't have a degree. Ritesh Agarwal, CEO of Oyo Rooms, which is considered as the fastest growing startup in India, couple years back. He don't have a degree. So why are we craving for certifications? Now, friends, what I say is certifications are not wrong. They're not of no use. But it depends on how we conceive the process of certification. Are you being certified to enhance your skill? Or are you being certified to say I am certified? And friends, finally, if you are not certified in your skill, no problem, there is no issue. Until you can enhance and apply. But if you are not enhancing your skill, then it will be a problem. So friends, going forward, whenever you think you need to get certified, think you have improved your skill or not, and always question, are we required to be certified? Over to you, Toastmaster Hari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. I resonate with your idea of certifications. Being a self-made entrepreneur, I have never thought of this. But I agree. Since LinkedIn is used extensively for networking, I really resonate with your concept of reading what is happening in the marketplace. All the best to you to grow in your field.
Thank you.
Now I will come to another Toastmaster Vikram. Apologies. If all of you can take 1 minute to give your feedback on private chat to Toastmaster Manoj. So while you do that, let me bring in our next speech icebreaker by Toastmaster Vikram. Toastmaster Vikram's evaluator is, give me a minute, I will just, TM Ishwar.
Hi, Nisarg.
Yes. Raghu, there is no, I mean, since it is an icebreaker, there is no specific evaluation, right? I mean, go ahead, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nisarg. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Raghu for introducing this club to me. I'm really excited to start my Toastmaster journey again. Let me introduce myself. I am Vikraman, hailing from Theni district, which is located in the Western Ghats of Tamil Nadu. Talking about Theni, the word Theni is derived from the Tamil language of Then, which means nectar or honey. So a visit to Theni will always remain a beautiful memory for you. So it is one of the most beautiful parts of the state. The paddy, cotton, and tea production facilitated by rivers and creeks that crisscross the district. So the natural beauty and cultural richness of Theni have made it the hidden paradise. Talking about my family, my wife is a naturopathy doctor, and I got married a year back. My father is a banker. My mother is a homemaker. I have one younger sister who got married recently and is an MBA by her qualification. So my inspiration and role models in my life are my parents, because they never complained about anything and always satisfied with whatever they got everything in life so far. I think that's one of the greatest learning for me, and I always look up to them for this thing. Then talking about my education, I did my schooling till my 12th standard in my native. Then after 12th standard, I don't know what to do in my life. So like many Indians, I also enrolled in farm engineering. So I'm a mechanical engineer. So I have completed my mechanical engineering in the year 2014. I always cherish about the days I spent during my college days, where I made a lot of friends as well as learned a lot of things. So while I was pursuing my engineering, I also got a chance to lead Tamil Literature Club as a vice president for a tenure of 2 years. So I have taken, we have introduced a lot of programs and initiatives as a team. So the skills that I have learned while leading this club were effective stakeholder management and how to manage and lead a team. Then after completing my 3rd year of engineering, I was exploring what to do once I complete engineering. I had explored different options and I had spoken to many friends, as well as I was also reflecting what to do in my life. Then I decided to pursue management studies, and then I have enrolled in for CAT coaching. So fortunately, I cleared CAT exam as well as got placement in CTS, and I have decided to pursue my MBA from AM Trichy. So talking about my MBA days, so the first year was very tough and it was a different environment altogether. I had to put a lot of efforts to understand subjects, as well as I was exploring my areas of interest. There were many subjects and many streams that I really got confused. And finally, I decided to specialize in HR. And I landed up in TVS Group as a management trainee in HR in the year 2016. I worked with TVS Credit Services Limited for 5 years, and I was leading organization and talent development for there. Then I got transferred to TVS Motor in the year 2006, 2021. Now I'm leading the HR business, partnering for EV business and digital and AI. So the journey so far has been good. So then talking about my goals, my goals in life, meaning what I want to do in the next 5 to 10 years. So I really want to start own business in my hometown, which is at Theni. I am sure this club will give me the confidence and motivation to start this journey soon. So I'm seeing the yellow warning. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and have a great day ahead, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. Please
Thank
take
you,
one.
James.
Please take 1 minute to send him feedback on his personal chat. So let me continue with my theme. So let's say you have already, so after doing your marketing activities, you made the content, you sent by email. Now you need to measure, the outcome. Which channel gave you the best results? What was their response time to responding to your message? Did they respond? What was their feedback? If you can measure all this, it would help you to construct your further channels of how you would send your next part of the message, next part of your content. Again, did that particular customer give you any value? What value? Would you be able to cross-sell in the future to that same particular customer? These are all things that you can start measuring. Now, coming to international business, you'll have to figure out which are your markets. Example, let's say Americans take quick decisions, and if they are convinced about your service or product, they will give you a chance. No doubt, you have to perform. If you don't perform, they are fast and quick in even stopping your contracts or stopping giving you business. Similarly, if you are targeting Europe takes a long time to build a relationship. It's cultural, it's part of their culture, just like Indians, or for that matter, Japanese. It's very difficult to crack your deal with Japanese people. They assess you all the time. They take their own sweet time to build a relationship. Business is very far away. So you need to be very, very patient. Let me give you an example of the European culture. In our company called Therefore Virtual Media Private Limited, we were just like any other company. One fine day, there was a mail from one of our friends that so and so Norwegian company is looking for a partner in India, and they are searching for a partner all over India. Their interest was animation and VFX. They were in the oil and gas consultancy business. We were very, very excited. Wow, the company from Norway who is going to, be our customer. They had made their intent very clear that they wanted to partner to such an extent where they wanted equity in the company. They wanted to partner with us in that manner. All four of us were excited, but that thing was not happening. And we used to wonder why not. What is, they asked a lot of information, but they wouldn't commit. And they only would give us small projects. See, what they were doing was they were assessing us as to what is our competency, who are our teammates, what is each person's skill level. Is it a good fit for them to engage us? Because once you're married, it's very difficult. Or most of you know. So it took us almost 1.5 years to get into that mode where they would take equity and they would invest in us. And today, I should say we are about almost 11 odd years we have been together. And we have been together in all our ups and downs, just like a marriage. They own 40% of our company, and we four of us own 60%. So depending on the kind of customers you have, or the areas or the countries that you want to focus, know their culture. And I think by understanding their culture, you can get better business. Now let me talk about customer service. Time and commitment are very, very crucial. In India, many a times, it's a little bit okay to not, or rather, the kind of dynamics that India has, it's okay sometimes to delay. Customer might get angry, but he might not leave you. But it's not so in America, or it's not so in US, or for that matter in Canada. It's very, very difficult. And if you're not able to deliver on the specific time, then you are in for trouble. If you can inform them in advance that, okay, so and so project is getting delayed, they will understand, they will accept. But you have to do the information part or communication part much earlier. All businesses are flexible because they also have grown in that manner. But communication is most critical. Now, Raghu, are we going to talk about? Are we going to do table topics?
So we have a pitch by Harsh. You can proceed with that.
Yes.
And Nisarg, will you be the pitch elevator 3?
I don't mind. Fine.
Sure. Thank you.
So let me invite Toastmaster, an entrepreneur, Harsh Maheshwari, to come and talk about his entrepreneur of his enterprise. The evaluator is.
We'll have 3 pitch evaluators,
Yes,
which will be Tarun, Padma Kumar, and you.
Yeah, DTM Padma Kumar, Toastmaster Colonel Tarun, and myself.
And Harsh, do you need to share your screen? Do you want us to give the permission?
Yeah, anyways, it is good for me. Like either I can just speak or like you can give me. I guess this time I will just speak because this is very first experience of mine. So let me just go with the voice.
Sure, thanks.
Can I start?
Sure, go ahead.
Good to start. The timer, please note the timing is 3 to 5 minutes.
Got it.
Hello, everyone. Greetings of the day. My name is Harsh Maheshwari. I'm here to present my idea on which I'm working from past 1 year called as Let's Connect. So let me give you a story about myself, which brought me over here where I'm today. So being the elder child of the family, I've been through a lot of ups and downs in my childhood. Like I've seen a lot of problems in sometimes in the family, sometimes in the personal life, things like that. And like at times your friends and your family members don't really understand that what you've been going through, and this made me do my journey in such a way that I was traveling alone in this whole situation. And then fast forwarded to the engineering days when I belonged to Rajasthan and I shifted to Maharashtra for my engineering. So language was another barrier, which what you can say stood in between me and connecting with the other group of people who are of similar age and who are in my community, in my batch and nearby me. So that day I realized that this loneliness and anxiety of speaking in front of someone or like breaking an ice with someone is really cutting up this whole like at least our generation Gen Z because of social media out there. We are so much stuck into the media platforms that we don't really get time to get ourselves out of those entertainment content. So that's why we created a one-on-one connection platform, which is focused on making personal connections. And how the platform works is it's fairly simple. It understands about your interest. Let's say your interest is for speaking, reading, dancing, something like that. It understands your purpose, that why you want to communicate with other person. Do you want to communicate just to learn? Do you want to communicate for business? And then it also understands about your personality type as per science of psychology, and it gives you recommendation based on that. So that's what we are in making. It is available on App Store and Play Store. I would love and request all of you to please give it a try. It's called as Let's Connect Discover.vibe. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to present my idea, and I'm looking forward for the feedback and help from everyone in this group. Thank you.
Nisarg.
Now we start our evaluation session, Raghu.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, fine. So for Toastmaster Vamsi, we have an evaluator, Toastmaster Kritiraj.
No.
Sorry?
For Vamshi, which we changed it, right? It will be Lydia.
Okay, yeah, we changed it at the start. I did, and now I do remember. Thank you for being around, Raghu. It's I'm still getting a hang of things. But
No
anyway,
problem.
good to have you. Yes, Toastmaster Lydia Norman, if you can do the evaluation of TM1C.
Okay, Toastmaster Vamsi, thank you so much for your speech. It was titled So Experience That Made Me. That really resonated with me so much, especially when you said that life is all about our choices. It's so very true. And some of the things that you said about the reasons you joined Toastmaster, that you wanted to become a better communicator and you wanted to have some personal growth. Those were some very good reasons that really resonated with me. And some of the reasons that I could really relate to as being a new Toastmaster myself. Your speech was so good. I appreciated how you shared your experience with us starting from childhood all the way through now, and even saying how sometimes that even the choices that we make that may not be good choices can still shape our lives in so many different ways. One thing that I would like to suggest for you is that I know that in this environment, when we're in the Zoom, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to do gestures. So maybe have the camera out a little bit or to position ourselves or even stand. So that way you can use your hands and just kind of make it a little bit more effective for you. So it kind of gives a little bit of animation, to your speech. Other than that, I think that you did a fantastic job and look forward to hearing next speeches from you.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Thank you very much for your review. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Appreciate your evaluation. Next, we have DTM Kalpana. Who's going to evaluate Toastmaster Manoj, who gave his level 1 and project 4 speech?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Once again, good morning, everyone. Wow, Toastmaster Manoj, what a wonderful way of, talking about certificates, being certified in few of the courses. Now I am doubting my capability. Should I have opted for certification or shouldn't I have, rated myself as best because I was performing in all of them? But coming to your speech, you have very well explained about the content. You have all given a to all the audience, saying that it is what you have to practice. And you, from your speech, I could understand that education does not mean that we are getting a certificate. It means that enhancing yourself with the skill and ability is what we all have to do, and what we are doing here as Toastmasters. Yes, obviously, if Toastmasters would have opted that you have to write an exam and then you are certified Toastmaster, then we would never become Toastmasters, or it would have been in another course which would have had no practice in it. And coming to the speech, what went well in your speech, you have very well explained about what the fear for anyone comes when we see list of certificates done either in LinkedIn or in any of the profile. Very good job there. And you have well connected with all the audience. We all at one or the other point will get that phobia or inferiority complex when we see someone having so many certificates. I personally met a HR who had 19 certifications done. I asked him only one question: if you add all the age of your certificates and your age, which will be the bigger one? He had no answer to that. But then, coming to what can be improved in your speech, I felt that you can talk more about what was your point. Bring how you have I saw you have explained about Toastmasters, but from your personal perspective, there is a professional environment where we are always recognized with our certificates, and there is a non-professional environment where we are always calibered with our way of talking or the way of we use our skill set. So I was not able to find how you have crossed this barrier either in the professional environment or in the personal environment. And also you can bring in your conclusion little early, because your question was so beautiful and attractive that we wanted to listen to your conclusion at the beginning itself. Somewhere at green card, if you can bring in your conclusion, you will have more time to talk about and more content for the audience to take away. Overall, well structured speech, very well presented with sprinkle of humor, and I personally got connected with all the points which you were saying when you were saying the connected. And definitely idli with chutney is what I will also opt for. Very beautiful, and all the best for your upcoming speeches. Over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nisarg.
Thank you, DTM Kalpana. Now we come to Manoj. Okay. Now we have what Toastmaster Vikram, right?
Yes.
Who's going to evaluate him? Toastmaster Ishwar?
Yes.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you for confirming, Kalpana. Ishwarji, all on. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Nisar.
Yeah, you have 1 to 2 minutes to give your evaluation.
Thank you. Wait, one
Can't
of
hear you.
Are not visible?
We can hear him.
We can hear him. Yeah.
We can see and hear him. Go ahead, Ishwar.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I would like to resonate my evaluation with the sweetness of honey today, as Vikram brought the one of the great item that is very sweet, that is honey, which most of us start our journey from the morning with the honey, as it is having the multiple benefits in it. So if we come to the evaluation on Vikram's speech, there is he started from his speech from his family intro, and after it went to his education, and then management studies, and then how he achieved the job and what he want to do in the next 5 years. This is what overall view Vikram brought in his speech. If we go into in detail what went well and what recommendation we can bring out of his speech, he excellently, Vikram, you excellently brought your family introduction about from your childhood to and also your family, your wife and your siblings. And after you started your education in different, you went through your education in different levels, like 12th standard engineering, mechanical engineering, and after that, how you went through your career in CTS and other companies. That's all went well, very well. And there is a lot of things you brought out, how you struggled and how you taken the leadership skill, you improved the leadership skill by taking the different roles in your college level, and after that you moved to the CTS, and then you started improve your education level in terms of taking joining admitting in taking the in MBA. These are the levels we have seen in our speech. Those are very well went in the speech, as I can correlate myself, as I also did the engineering and completed my MBA in Madras from Madras University. So how you struggled, that I can correlate myself, how I traveled in my journey for education point of view. But if I come to the recommendations, the recommendations, you are the renewed Toastmaster who you brought the that flavor of confidence and maturity level in your speech. But at the same time, I couldn't see the connectivity between all the steps from family intro, how your college experience, and also the work experience in CTS. The time utilization, you can time utilization point, you can bring some points like why you choose the MBA while you already got the job in CTS. So you can bring some points on that point, and also you can why you want to go to the business, honey business, in the next 5 years. What motivates you, or what makes you to go in that direction, as you are as you are in IT field or in other working in other firms, right? So what makes you to go to honey business in the next 5 years? That you can bring a little bit on that. And you are I would like to tell you one thing. You have to compete yourself, not the other speakers or other icebreaker speakers or other speakers in the meeting. So if you compete yourself, you can bring more you can make more performance from your speech. So that's what I want. Overall, if you see that you started with the honey, that's really sweet for me. Totally it went well. And if you add a little bit why and why you are choosing some other step in that speech, that would your speech become great speech. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I somehow have to remind myself that I am the Toastmaster today and not a guest. Sometimes you get so engrossed that you just completely forget what role you're playing. Okay. Now we go on to the evaluation of our guest, Harsh Maheshwari. The first evaluator is DTM Padma Kumar.
Yeah, I will request Ashwin to spotlight the guest, yourself, and all the 3 pitch evaluators.
Okay.
It will be Nisarg, Tarun, and Padma Kumar, pitch evaluators, and Harsh as the pitch speaker. And then you can Spotlight yourself too.
So I think no, Padma Kumar, right? Padma Kumar is the first one. So let him.
Right. Yeah. 1 minute. Let him spotlight, and then so that Harsh get to see everyone.
And Tarun, is that correct?
Tarun. Yeah, Tarun. Right.
Okay.
And then Harsh Maheshwari. Harsh, can you? Yeah, Harsh has his video on. Tarun, is your video on? Is Tarun's video on?
Oh, no, it's
Yes.
not.
It is on
There
now.
it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And it's two.
Yeah, 2 minutes hard stop. So 1 to 2 minutes for each.
Okay.
Okay. Nisarg, you can start. Padma Kumar is the first.
Can I start now or do I wait?
Yes, please.
Okay. So Harsh Maheshwari, I am sure you're not here to hear a sugar-coated, or should I say a honey-coated evaluation of your pitch. As an entrepreneur, you want to hear real good feedback in terms of how you can take this pitch to the next level. So I'm sure you resonate with this declaration of mine that you either win or lose your audience in the first 30 seconds. And if you lose your audience, regaining is a Herculean task. Harsh, today you took almost 2 minutes before you started pitching whatever you were about to pitch. It took you 2 minutes to say that you were talking about a one-on-one communication platform with purpose for connection and personality type. You could consider starting with a pain-oriented question that will set us thinking on how we can relieve that pain and then present your pitch in a powerful fashion. There are 3 mantras for any startup, right? You start up, you scale up, and don't screw up. And from that perspective, what I look for in pitch evaluations or pitches rather, is that first of all, I want to see intense passion in you. I do not like, pitches being made in a very monotonous kind of a tone. The passion has to come through. Second, I want to see the risk-taking ability of an entrepreneur. I want to see your smart practicality. And I want to see your quick agility. I think there is a scope for you to improve on all of these because ultimately you just get 2 to 3 minutes to make your pitch, and that is your golden moment where you have to make sure that you sway the audience. Wish you all the very best in your future pitches. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful feedback.
Okay, I'll take on next. Harsh, let's connect. I'll be taking on from wherever DTM Padma Kumar left. Very valid points he has brought out to you. But most important is that how do you make that connect? If you are telling people that they should connect, you should be a perfect example of how you can connect with your audience. And I think that is one place where you should work on. People are not interested in your journey. When you are doing an elevating pitch, people are interested in what is on the offer. Some couple of points which I would like to share with you. The first and the foremost, I was very clear about your why. I was not clear about how. So once your why is clear, now you should start about how you intend doing it. Spend some time there. Because then you also have to understand and make me understand as an audience that what kind of environment you're operating in, who are your competitors, and where is your USP. You had sufficient time, and my take on elevator pitch is that if you are sitting at the base of Burj Khalifa, and if there is a person who is traveling with you, you have got only sufficient time till the time you reach 125th floor, and the lift is pretty fast. You will not get more than 60 seconds. So Harsh, make use of those 60 seconds, as DTM Padma Kumar said. Penetrate into your client's mentality that here is Harsh who can do wonders with his innovative approach of making people connect together. My best wishes to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel. I resonate with Padma Kumar and Colonel Tarun Kumar. So now I realize two Kumars. Good. Fine. Harsh, as I said, I mean, they both Padma Kumarji and Tarun Kumarji have covered multiple things and very little scope, but nevertheless, I think you made one good point was why you did this particular Let's Connect. I think that was very clear. Two, the need for any social person to talk to others makes this makes your app a perfect fit. It's again, maybe you could have asked a few questions to the audience. How do you do things? That way they could have probably got engaged into what you are trying to focus your path towards. I think those were the 2-3 points which you could have done better. A presentation, as Colonel Tarun said, you have literally 60 seconds. That must be a very fast lift. Huh? within India, the skyscrapers take a little longer. So what I would, Harsh, most important is when you're giving a pitch, and especially to an audience of this kind, I think you should use your pitch deck, because that way it's not dependent on how you speak or what you say. You have a reference point, and that makes it very easy for all of us to understand. That is very critical, especially in a pitch. And here you have audience from different countries. So maybe the way we speak might or might not be understood. So something that is visual in nature can really help. All the best for your future of your startup.
Thank you.
And another thing is, in the chat, if you could have put that, let's connect, that particular, so it really helps you to connect as to where does a person reach. Thank you. All the best. Again, it's me who have to be on the stage.
Yeah, if you can
Yes.
you close and pass the control back to me?
Sure. I think now I would call upon the language evaluator to come and
Yeah. Once
give
you're
his
done with all.
evaluation.
Sure. Tarun Kumar.
So, fellow Toastmasters, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listen carefully to their language usage, and certainly take note of any misuse. Don't murder the language. So I'm also going to bring about certain outstanding words, quotes, saying, thoughts, whatever you did, and whether you use the word of the day. This particular meeting is going to resonate with me for pretty long for a number of reasons. And the first reason is that the ice-breaking speech. Vamsi, you did a fabulous job. Pauses too long. Sentence construction, I think you should work upon. You were not reading bullet points. You were in a conversational mode, and that is what should come out. That is something which I found would have made your talk much more interesting, invigorating to the audience. Use of I was pretty excessive, which I find just too much. Heart truly desires better version of myself, for some good usage of phrases that resonated with the audience. It was a strong step in my speaking journey. You can improve on this. But the best I liked about was life is all about choices. Manoj, it was interspersed with humor. So most of the things, humor has this innate ability to make audience remember your talk for a long, long time. And as DTM Kalpana said, that she was really questioning her credentials hereafter. So you made that impact. Most of us were wondering. Most important thing was your use of propositions. I'll not be repeating the things which I've already covered for Vamsi. You also used beautifully horrified, terrified, but not certified. That particular thing was excellent. Distribution of certification, craving. My suggestion to you is that idli and chutney is something which Indians resonate to. If you could have made it in this global relevance, Lydia, probably Cynthia, or there was this lady from China who was there, they would have also understood the concept a bit better. Your talk was most about certification versus skill versus passion, and it came out beautifully well. Kudos to you. Vikram, I would say that use your voice modulation. You were confident. Initially, you started on a shaky ground, but then as the time went by, it came to fore the ability of Toastmasters journey, that you were back into your game. And that is something good about you. Are a perfect example of somebody who is trying to become a better speaker. I would say that voice modulation, bringing emotions, a monotonous thing, how inspiring it might be, would not resonate with the audience. So try and do that. Nisarg, with his lots of bits and pieces and the experience that he brings onto this platform, could add tremendous value, and hats off to that. We are in the habit of using some superfluous words, and for that I would say that DTM Padma Kumar used quick agility. So agility as it is pretty fast, and people using that, so one can avoid that. We all are in this journey together, and there is a constant scope for improvement. Let's do that. Let's make this platform worth each and every second that we spend here. Back to you, Toastmaster Nisarg.
Thank you, Colonel. Now, I would have preferred to call upon our counter first and language a little later, but nevertheless, I would like to invite an IBM senior consultant who has reinstated his journey in Toastmasters. Please welcome Toastmaster Suresh to explain the number of hours.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Thank you, Nisarg, for the wonderful introduction about me. So, firstly, I want to congratulate all the speakers for the awesome speeches and speech evaluators for the wonderful feedback. I really resonated with all your speeches, and I missed to count the few filler words which you guys used. Okay, anyways, here is my counter report. Let me start with the speaker one, Vamsi. So he used R 2 times and small pauses so many times. Speaker 2, Manoj, R 2 times. And I think your favorite word is really, so you used it 2 times. Speaker 3, Vikram, he used R 5 times. And so many times. Raghu and pitch evaluator Padma Kumar, you haven't used any R's. I hardly tried to find out anything, but I didn't find anything. Awesome to you, awesome job. Kudos to you, both of you. And pitch evaluator Harsh, 6 times, and evaluator 1 Lydia, 3 times. Evaluator 2 Kalpana, 4 times. And evaluator 3 Ishwar, so many times. And grammarian and as well as a pitch evaluator Tarun Kumar, so 3 times. Yeah, this is my report. Yeah, over to you, TMoD, Nisarg.
Thank you, Toastmaster Super Suresh.
Thank you.
Fine. I think we had a wonderful meeting today, and I've already closed my script, but I
Timer report.
yes.
Timer report.
Timer report. Apologies. Please go ahead, Ashwinji.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
Ashwin.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. As timer, today I help speakers practice expressing a thought within a specific time. So I timed the prepared speeches, the evaluator pitch, and the evaluators. The prepared speeches were 5 to 7 minutes. The evaluator pitch was 3 to 7 minutes. And in the prepared speech, we had icebreakers, which were 4 to 6 minutes, and the evaluators 2 to 3 minutes. So Toastmaster Vamsi, your speech, icebreaker speech was 3 minutes and 58 seconds. And Lydia, your evaluation was 1 minute and 52 seconds. Toastmaster Manoj, your speech was 6 minutes and 51 seconds. DTM Kalpana, your evaluation was 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Vikram, your speech was 5 minutes and 16 seconds. And Ishwar, your evaluation was 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Our guest speaker, Haresh, your pitch was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And for the evaluations for that, DTM Padma Kumar, 1 minute, 57 seconds. And Toastmaster Tarun, your evaluation was 1 minute, 53 seconds. And Nisarg, your evaluation was 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And that's my report. So Toastmaster.
Thank you, Ace Ashwin. Toastmaster Ace Ashwin. Okay, so while I have completed, I had to keep it short and simple, but just to give you a gist of how to go about things doing internationally. There's another way of doing things way quicker than all this time that we invest in experimenting. If I can just give you a small hint of doing things, I think now that I represent World Trade Center and I've come on the other side. Earlier I was on the startup side. Now I've come on this side where I can help a lot of startups to grow their journey overseas. So World Trade Center is a very good body, I would say, who have 330 World Trade Centers across 130 countries. And I sincerely believe that anybody who is in their journey where they're a little stable, they have, the early years they have already spent and they have figured out a way of how to do business and they're earning some revenues. I think taking the World Trade Center Association would really help you to grow very, very fast. They can really connect you across their domain agnostic, and they can do wonders. There is no dearth of any limitation. I can't do this. I can't raise money for you. I can't introduce you here. They can just about do anything. And I've sincerely in the last 4 months, I've introduced them to about 44 odd companies, an average of about 11 a month, which is a very big number for them. And I have seen results. Wow, wonderful results. So I think if you can invest your time in the World Trade Center in your country, I think it is a good way to scale your business. All the best to all of us. And over to you, DTM Raghu, the boss of this